G'day viewers, looks like we're on. So welcome to Vienna and a game, and I'm wearing the wrong glasses. How did I do that? I knew everything looked fuzzy. Here we go, now it's not fuzzy, they're just dirty. Okay, welcome to Kid Who Train Spots. I'm not actually sure if it's on Xbox. I did a quick Google and a couple of results suggested it was available on Game Pass, but I thought it was only a Steam game. So not 100% sure on that one, can't really give you an answer I'm afraid. Anyway, we're going to jump into this Tram Sim Vienna, and let's get going. We're going to be driving a Flexity. We're going to drive Route 1 in timetable mode with dynamic weather starting at 7 a.m. All right then. Now, I reinstituted the countdown. Let me know if you think that's a good or a bad thing to do. The sound does seem to be going out. My voice seems to have an adequate level, so hopefully good. We are running Route 1, vehicle turnaround 1, and our vehicle number is 1011. Very good. That's fine. Why we ended up out here, who knows? Now, these trams and I have a love-hate relationship. Hello, Dave Randall. Thank you very much for the answer to that question. That's very helpful. Dave says it's PC only. These trams and I have an absolute love-hate relationship. So let's see if we can actually get it going. Let's get the doors open. The key U-turn that doesn't actually automate. So in theory, after I get the doors shut, is there anybody in the tram? Nope. Nobody. Nobody at all. What about outside? No one waiting either. So let's try and shut the doors. Interesting, it only opened the front doors that time. That's okay. That'll probably make it work better. And it's going to move. It won't run the bell though, which is a bit sad. That's okay. We'll get over it. So I have to say the modelling of the Vienna city, oops, stuck in a bush, is quite beautiful. Very, very impressive game modelling. And Dave says he managed to get a 185.2 to fly earlier on TSW3. Well, that's quite impressive, Dave. I've managed a couple of interesting things myself in the last couple of days. Yesterday I was playing with Flying Scotsman on the Isle of Wight, which I foolishly live streamed. And let's just say I now know that you cannot get through Smallbrook at 55 miles an hour. Not if you want to stay on your wheels. Coming up to our first stop. Now I'm sad to say that I'm probably going to make Wheelchair Guy here a bit sad because I don't actually know how to get his ramp to extend. I've never been able to figure it out. Oop, the other people aren't getting in. Why not? Oh, the other door's opening. This is weird. Okay. We're just going to randomly press buttons now until something happens. You know that. Ooh, we have got bell. That's only closing that one. That's no good. What about the other doors? Okay. Game's mad at me, clearly. You'll just have to come up the front. But I bet they won't. No, they won't. Alright, let's close that one again. Let's try and open this one again. Well, this is working well. Well, at least I got the bell back. I think I might have remapped the keys. Hang on a tick. I apologised for this. This is very, very poor form. Open doors, open doors, open doors, open doors, open doors, open doors, open doors. I took this out for a test run yesterday. It was actually working. I'm sad now. Door release. Okay, let's try that. Num 4. Open all. Ah, there we go. I did remap the keys. 4. Oh, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I actually just looked up the keys and they don't work. Somewhere down here. So door release is num 4. Open all. Let's just get rid of those and replace them with what they're supposed to be, which is... Release is 4. 9 is push button 1. Let's do 3. Close all. Let's do 5. Let's see how that goes. Alright, so if we do 3. I'm not liking this. This is working so well. Did I mention that these trams and I have a love-hate relationship? And sometimes things like the doors just don't work. And apparently I'm not alone if you hunt through Reddit and various other things. This is very annoying. I don't want to just remap the controls completely and go back to defaults because the other ones are stupid. But anyway, that's okay. I don't have a controller plugged in or anything stupid, do I? No? Good. That does confuse it if you have a controller plugged in, I've found. So door release is num 4, so that should do them all, and then num 3 should open all of them. Alright, let's change that to be num 1. Let's try that. So release with 4, then open all with 1. I hate this game. At this rate, we may not be streaming Tram Sim Vienna. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Screw the passengers. We're just going to open and close the front door, and we're going to proceed as we feel like it. So let's just close that. And let's go. So we're not going to carry any passengers quite clearly on this tram. Except now it's not recognising that my doors are actually shut. But it should. There we go. Oh, at least the bell's working now. That's a bonus. Alright, let's go. And if I'm giving you a bad impression of Tram Sim Vienna, it's because it deserves it. Its door controls are... I'm not going to use that word. Its doors controls are really bad.
Bitte seien Sie achtsam. Andere brauchen Ihren Sitzplatz vielleicht notwendiger.
Thank you, like lovely German lady. She's letting us know there's a stop coming up. So we're currently travelling through a park. And we have to come out onto the road in a moment. You have to slow down a bit here because you're not allowed to run into cars. The game gets upset when you run into cars. Now, as someone who's been around real tram drivers and has actually been trained to drive trams, the physics is quite realistic in this. That much I do like. It's just wish they'd fix the door controls. Now we're out in the street traffic and unfortunately do actually have to obey traffic lights, although like all good tram drivers, you know when it's just gone red, it's really green. Coming up on a stop here. You recognise the stops with the thing that looks a bit like a roundel over there. And you do have to stop in a fairly particular place. And you need to get reasonably close to it. Alright, let's try an all doors open this time. Did that work? No, but the front door will work fine. Sorry folks, back doors aren't working. That looks green to me. We've got the 2 vertical dots, so in theory we can go. Come on. Here we go. Whoops, it's just gone red. Red for trams. So now we have to sit here. The 3 horizontal dots means that it's red for trams. And Dave, on your 185 thing, I have seen a couple of other people. Look at these two. They've walked directly into each other. Yeah, you want to come in now? Okay. In you get. These two are stuck in the middle. Oh no, they finally managed to separate themselves. And we should be getting ready to go. So if we close the doors and release. Hey, don't tell me that opened the back doors now. No, it didn't. Come on, close the doors and release. Now we can go. We've got another tram following us. Hopefully it won't run up our bums. Next stop coming up. These lights are still green. Now the modelling of the city is beautiful, but I have to say the game really is let down by the door controls. And I'm sure the game developer would love to say it's just me, but there are lots of people talking about it if you look for it. And for a game that's been out for this long, it's pretty poor form that it's not been fixed. We're just going to open the front doors. So forget about all the other doors. We're not going to use them anymore. Oh, we're in someone's car. Lady, you'll have to come up here and get in the front door. I'm not even going to try and open the back doors anymore. It's not worth it to me. So I'm being pretty nice to my passengers here, obviously. Just leaving them all behind. Next light is red, and we actually cross the cars here. Now I like to go a little bit ahead of that fouling marker here to block the cars, but still have just enough to see that traffic light. Just wait for it to change. This is the exciting bit about trams. Traffic lights. I like traffic lights. I shouldn't do that, it's probably copyright. And we can go. That light has changed. It's the little tram light on the right that I was looking at. I know it changed because the other dots disappeared. You got to go pretty slow on the corners. And the tram is rather long. There's quite a lot of it. There we go. We're all around the corner now. We can speed up.
Umsteigen zu 6 in Richtung Geiereckstraße.
Did she say you can get sex at the next stop? Just what it sounded like. But the buildings are really impressive. The anti-aliasing on the overhead wires and the other things is really nice too. I quite like the graphics of this game. I do like the physics. They seem to react to the bell, which is interesting. There's a couple more people with their little dancy stalemate there. Hello, get in. Very good. All the people down the back will be very sad. But pedestrians do just walk out in front of you. It's kind of funny. I'm getting points for punctuality, even though I'm not letting everybody in. That's kind of funny.
Matzleinsdorfer Platz. Umsteigen zu 6, 18. In Richtung Burggasse, Stadthalle 62. In Richtung Leins 14a. Badener Bahn nach Baden.
Next stop coming up. You're allowed to do up to 30 kilometres an hour on the streets, but I find if you do that, you get out in front of the timetable. And if you get out in front of the timetable, you just end up catching up with other trams, and then you have really long waits. So I might as well open that again, because the light has gone red. Still can't let anybody else in. So in theory they can press the button now, but, you know, they don't. You want to get in? No? Fair enough. I wouldn't want to get in either. Not with an Aussie driving in Austria. People do confuse us all the time. The A means that we can get ready to move. Away we go. Slow down when you're crossing points.
Kliebergasse. Umsteigen zu 18. In Richtung Schlachthausgasse.
Next stop coming up. We're doing one complete run round with this tram, and then we'll swap over to the older one. Now, interestingly, you're meant to stop back where those yellow bars are, but whoever wrote the game clearly doesn't understand what the yellow bars are for, because they make you stop up here. Sooner or later we'll be allowed to go. You not going to get in? No? Them all on their phones. Big phones, aren't they? That's an auto for going left, but we're not going left, so we're going to be going straight. So we have to wait for our straight light. Which will come very, very soon. There we go. You do have to learn your routes, because you don't have to change tracks. It does that for you, which is a little unrealistic. Hello, Railways Through the Lens. How are you? We're driving trams in Vienna. But you do need to learn your route. This one's not actually a red light, it's telling me the next one's red. Which basically means don't hoob too hard up to the crossing.
Laurenzgasse.
Doesn't really do anything to you if you run through red lights, as long as you don't hit anything. Waiting. Very cool that you saw the climax last night. I got to play with it when we got it out of the museum to send it off for its service, so I didn't bother going last night. Did you ride it or just chase it? Back of the tram should be through that curve by now. That's good. You got some good shots of it. Yeah, we're going to be following another tram now. That's the E2, the older kind. I just realised my streaming light's not on. Enjoy yourself, Dave Randall. Hope the qualifying is worthwhile. We'll ignore that I was rolling backwards then. No one saw a thing. Ah, there we go. Come on, tram. Let's go. There we go. So the landscape is really quite amazing. When you're having a look around.
Johannstraußgasse. Umsteigen zu 13a.
Next light's red. I need to get into our stop down there, but we'll just have to wait. We've got a red light. If you accelerate and brake too hard, it penalises you. I have to say, it's much quicker driving and only opening the front door. Off we go. There's another E2 coming on the left-hand side there. There's another DLC that gives you the E1, which is an older one again, but as far as I can tell, it's exactly the same as the E2, so you get the E2 with the game. So I don't think I'd bother getting the E1, to be honest with you.
Meierhofgasse.
And there's 2 games, so it's not done route by route. There's Tramps in Berlin as well. And it's a completely different game. It's using the same game engine, but it's not a DLC. So if you want it, you have to buy both. There are lots of people in the front of my tram. They all look so sad, don't they? And they just sort of sit there hunched over. And they all bounce, like they're listening to music that we can't hear. And there's Mr. Angry out there who can't get in, but he won't walk up here, no. So the NPCs aren't very clever. But that's okay. They don't have to be clever. Hello, Brad MacArthur, who's ridden on this tram route a few years ago. Do you know how to open all the doors? Just waiting for our light to change again. It's the bane of a tram driver's existence. We're not too far away from the subway where it gets a little bit quicker. The NPCs look pretty good when they're walking around. Except when they get into the shuffle dance, because they can't pass each other. Yep, almost time to go. No, you don't want to go. There we go. Brad rode a preserved tourist tram. I wish they had one in the game. One with no doors, maybe.
Paulanergasse.
I've not been to the city. It'd be on my list. All aboard. You can get in, the door's open. Don't want to, do you? Well, she almost did. Now she just looks sad. Now she's tweeting to her friends. I can't get in. Oh well, it's okay. Our next light's red anyway, so there's no great hurry here. Coming into the centre of the city now. The trams basically run a big loop. They don't actually change ends. We're about to be allowed to go. There's an E2 going around the corner there. Here we go. Whoop, and typical car runs straight in front of me. You have to watch out for them, because if you hit them, it gets sad. You also have to watch for trams coming in the other directions, because they just drive into you. Even if you've got the traffic light.
Bresselgasse.
I see I'm not getting punctuation points anymore when I stop. Punctuality points, sorry, not punctuation. Next light's green, so we're going for it. Oh, it's changing to red. Will we make it? No, we didn't, but we're going anyway because we're a tram. Anybody who lives in Melbourne will be very familiar with trams that just run through red lights. That was green when I looked at it, officer. I've never seen a tram get pulled over for running a red light. Come up here and get in. Go on. Alright, don't then. Ah, light's gone red. It's always the way. Shut the doors, light goes red. It's just how it is. Leopard pants are very popular this year. That light's probably about to change. Let's get the doors closed in preparation. Come on, change. Yes! Hello, NJTE. Once the back of our trams pass those points, we can speed up. No, it's not Unreal. For some reason I want to say it's Unity, but I'm not actually 100% sure on that. But it's definitely not Unreal. Actually, that's a red for the right, and we're going ahead, so that's okay. We can do this. Because we're not turning right. And NJTE chucks in an out-of-context comment, which you can read if you want to. Oh, it looks really nice. It's just its doors are shit. It plays nicely. I mean, the physics of the train itself is really good. The stopping points are a bit stupid. So this one, for example, there is no chance in hell that your stopping point would be fouling other tracks. There's just no way known that this would happen. So if we have a look out here, we are sitting astride a track. The stopping point would be back there before you foul it. Surely, you know, so the other trams could get around you. Surely that would make sense, wouldn't it? So the people who make it have no clue about public transport. That much is obvious. But that's okay. You can interact with some things in the game, so you can pull your blinds down, for example. You can't open windows, I don't think. There are some switches you can turn, maybe not these ones, but there are some switches in the tram you can do things with. Like that one, whatever it does. Some of the buildings like this one are quite clearly photogrammetry, where they've taken imagery and put it into the game. Hey look, they advertise themselves in their game. That's funny. Very impressive theatre. No point trying to go at the moment because the pedestrian crossing or crosswalk, depending on your country, was red. if you try and move too quickly, it locks you out. You've got to listen for the clunking. If you hear the clunking, it's going to move. It's possible even the trees are photogrammetry, because they do actually all seem to be different. There's the occasional repeats, but there's probably about 10 or 12 different trees, which is kind of cool. So they'll run up to that door, but because I can't open it, they won't get in. Which is fine. I meant to stop up there anyway, so I will. Actually, we're not going to stop for this stop. We're going straight through it, because the lights changed. We'll stop briefly, just so it says we did. Come on, people. Get in. Hurry up. There we go. Hey, the back door's opened that time. I saw them. This light's green, officer. Honest. See, how cool's this? This looks really nice. And they have the standard don't run over us concrete blocks that are very familiar around the world these days.
Ring, Volkstheater. Umsteigen zu U3.
With
46.
the track size gaps to drive through.
48A.
I'm trying to remember. Do we turn left or turn right here? I'm actually not sure. I think we turn left. Point suggests we're turning left. We turn left. There we go. Would anyone like a wiener? Here's another stopping point that fails tracks. That's all you're getting. Nothing else. No other doors. No face cam, really? You're right. I think that killed sound, though. Hang on. What's happened there? Yes, that's definitely killed sound. Oh, there we go. Oh, it didn't register that I stopped there. Damn it. Oh well. Too late now. How's that? You can see my ugly head. We're currently well ahead of our timetable. We're 10 minutes ahead of it, so I'm going a little bit quick.
In Richtung Dornbach.
Now we're only plus 9.5, so slow down a little bit. If you're wondering or looking at this here, this is telling me that I'm 9.5 minutes ahead of where I should be. This little flashing thing is telling me people want to get off. They clearly don't like my driving. Actually, no, that might mean I'm 10 minutes late, actually. Not 10 minutes early. I think the other way around when you're early. Just thinking about our AVM. Our AVM goes negative when you're early, positive when you're late. So maybe I need to speed up. Yes, very true, Brad. There's no such thing as a tram that runs early. Because you have to wait for traffic lights. Just preemptively crawl ahead. I need to open this up a little bit because I can't see the A light. Yeah, plenty of people in the front still. I'm so depressed. I don't know what I'm doing with myself. Yeah, because I just got later. 1.5 minutes. Ooh, he almost ran into us. So it's time to drive like a loony and catch up some time. And hopefully not derail. Or run into the back of another tram.
Rathausplatz, Burgtheater.
Straight through the red light. There you go. That saved us a couple of minutes. And he'll take all the passengers, so there's no need to stop here. But you have to anyway. Because you're not allowed to run into them. Might as well let this bloke in while we're waiting. He didn't want to. He changed his mind. Tuh. Picky. What about you? Do you want to get in? You can if you want. Maybe you do. No, you changed your mind as well. Does my tram smell bad or something? Go up to the front of the stop and see if they get in then. NJT asks, would something like this come to console? It's a good question. I don't really know. I don't have any source of inner answers with this game. I wish I did, then I could find out why the bloody doors don't work. Ah, red light again. And I think we turn right here from memory. No, destinations set themselves. It's doing the right thing. This is the stop we're at. I'm also 12.5 minutes late. It's a bit boring. Just creep forward while we're waiting. We don't want that A light. We want the other one. There we go. To go nice and slow through here. Because you have to stop for the pedestrians even though you're going down the tram track. And they're a bit hard to see. Go on, get out of the way. Get out of the way. This is where we do our turnabout. We go around this block. And we head back where we came from, I think.
Schottentor. Umsteigen zu U2. 37, 38, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 1A.
Just gonna wait for our red light up there. Or I could just drive through the cars. I mean, it'd be fun. Actually, clearly we don't turn on this block. That's the other route. The dynamic weather's working pretty well too. I told it to transition from sun to rain and it hasn't happened. There we go. Green light. Let's go, little tram. We need to pick up some pace. We have to cross the traffic up here. And I don't have the light to do that at the moment. So much for picking up the pace. Unless we just run through the red light. Is anyone watching? No one's watching. Let's go. Pedestrians got the right idea. Ah, Freddy DB. Thank you very much. Welcome to guard mode. You get yourself some emojis to use, and your comments get highlighted. Very cool. It is a bit of a quirky game. I mean, it's fun to play. Even with its inability to open doors, it's still fun. I enjoy it. Still only opened the front door. I think that's 2 people that have joined the channel now. The other one was Kat during the week. People may remember Kat from streams. He pops up every now and again and says hi. We're inside someone's armpit. Hello, armpit. Well, this is awkward. It's a very strange camera angle. Oh, back in the armpit. There's another one over there. Can we go yet, please? Look, it's a good question, Brad. Because there are times when it works perfectly. And there are times when it doesn't. Don't walk out in front of me. If you jump onto... There's a little group on Reddit, and yeah, I know, Reddit. There's a little group there that are quite actively chatting about doors, and it seems to be a common issue that people can't operate them. But that, yes, does not necessarily mean it's the game. Now, interestingly, in the other tram, which we'll be driving shortly, because we're almost at the end of this run, it works fine. It's just this one that doesn't. And sometimes this one will work and the other one won't, so... Yeah. The city itself is really impressive. Oops. Hi. Yeah, there's a frustrated tram behind us as well. Very good. I don't think there are any traffic lights on this intersection, so we'll just... shall we go? No, we better not, because they're walking. But I can't... Oh, there is one up there. I see it. It's hiding behind my blind. That's okay, NJTE. You don't have to do memberships. And Freddy DB is playing OMSI 2. That's the bus simulator, isn't it? And drinking beer. I don't think that's a particularly bad thing to do, just because you can't do it in real life. In you get, mate. No, you're not going to. You're just going to make me miss the light. Come on, let's go. Let's go, Tram. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. The light's only yellow. Yes. Games are all about escapism, Freddy DB, so... you can do things that you couldn't do in real life. Yeah, for the railway I work on, their policy is a minimum of 12 hours with no alcohol prior to your shift. I prefer to go with 24 just because it's safer. Because you actually have to have proper zero. Oh, my tram light's still green even though that light went red. That's interesting. I'd like a Melbourne tram simulator, you know, the home of trams. One of the only cities to keep them continuously. It's really funny. I open the door and they just run away. Oh, maybe because it's full. Yeah, because this car... yeah, this car's kind of full. Maybe that's why. Ooh, it's starting to rain. Yes, excellent. Maybe the dynamic weather does work. Now I've got to figure out where the wipers are. That one says auto. No, that's lights. Cabin light? No, that's my light.
Salztorbrücke. Umsteigen zu 2a. Flughafenbus. Bitte seien Sie achtsam.
I'll find it while we're stopped. That might be safer.
Connections to airport bus.
Ooh, suddenly English. No, not that one. Better put back that way it was. That looks like sand. That one's high beam lights. The indicator. Oh, we can just do it on screen. Look at that. Hey, can we open and close the doors on screen? Doesn't look like it. We can do everything else. Yellow light. Let's go. We're pretending it's still yellow. You know that. Oh, this guy's going to walk out in front of me. Haha, sucks to you. I've trapped a car. I like this. Pedestrians are clear. Let's go. That's a very annoying windscreen wiper, isn't it? Very squeaky. It's like they made the early Dovetail mistake where they recorded the windscreen wipers when they were dry. Can we do an intermittent thing? That'll be better. NJT, there's a join button on the channel. Off we go. There's a car sneaking down my right-hand side there. Is this the subway entrance? It is the subway entrance. Excellent.
U4. 2a.
We're about to go down the hole. Which has quite different signalling. I'll just turn the game down while we're in the subway because it's ridiculously loud. Someone remind me to turn it back up when we come out. Hello, Brad MacArthur. You joined as well. Welcome. Thank you. Welcome aboard. I should probably stop this windscreen wiper now too, shouldn't I? We're nearly there. Windscreen wiper off. That one? You can wash them. Oh, it doesn't do it. That's so sad. You can do up to 50 kilometers an hour in the tunnels. But that signal is yellow, I think. So I better be a little bit careful I don't run into another tram. This one is also yellow. Actually, I'm not sure if that's yellow or red. I'm going to take it as yellow. I'm just going to make sure I don't go too hard so I don't run into a tram. Oh, green now. Must have been yellow because the points were set against us up here. Don't put yourself down, Freddy. There's a person who sunk into the platform. Must have gone to the DTG School of Character Building. If you go to the channel's homepage, NJT, there'll be a join button. I think there should be a join button on the stream too, but I'm just having a look. No, I can't see it on the stream. I've got a monitor going. Freddy says that OMSI 2 is kind of complicated. Yes, it is. Why is there water on my windscreen inside a subway? Let's just wipe that off and then go back to off again. Oops, I forgot to look for trams. Lucky, nothing's coming. OMSI 2 is quite difficult to drive. I often watch British Ace drive them. And he seems to have mastered it quite well. Going uphill now. Next stop. Oh, so it is there on the stream window. Oh, NJT might be watching on the phone. The phone interface is a bit different. Look at that. In this one, they got the stop bar and the stopping point in the right place. Wow. Sorry. See you later. We turn left here, I think. Yes, we do, which means we have to go uber slow. Because if we go quickly, we'll come off. They're a very narrow tram, these ones. They remind me of the Lisbon trams. They're really narrow too. It's still raining in the subway. Thank you, Brad. I picked up 30 seconds when we were in the subway. Now I can turn the game up again. Because we're coming out of the noisy patch. Back onto street level and not very far from our turnaround point, which is where we'll swap over to the other tram. Climb, climb, climb. Clearly we are slipping here. Uh-oh. 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 Stop! Stop! What's going on? No, I'm going to push the big red button. I can't push the big red button. Uh-oh. There was another tram right behind us, wasn't there? Giving it full power forwards is slowing it down, which is interesting. But the brakes were not working. Yay! That's never happened before! Let's see if we can get up the hill. We are clearly slipping. I thought that button was sand, but maybe it's not. But it says sand. But that made us slip even more. Ah, we're just going to wheel slip our way up the hill. It'll be fine. That's working this time. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. It's only a little while to go. You can do it. Come on, you can do it. Don't go flying off down the back of the hill again. There we go. Wasn't that fun, people? Probably not. Gonna slowly try and get it to creep forwards while we're waiting for the light to change. Because we're still half on that hill there. It's good to just nudge your way through the cars. Like you own the road. Now these side streets, they just pop out.
Hetzgasse.
Freddy's DB says it's the initial setup with the lines and routes that's a pain. Very confusing, but when he gets everything set as it should be, including the ticketing system on the bus, it's a lot of fun, and he loves it. That's very cool, Freddy. It's always good when you manage to get a game just right enough that it works for you and does what you want. This might be another fun one to get moving again. Being it's a bit wet. And so close to the end of the run, too. We're at Nolgas. Austrians are so polite, they don't get into a full carriage. Had some sand. And hopefully off we go. Come on, you can do it. There we go. They do just pop out of you on the side streets here, like this guy.
Löwengasse. Umsteigen zu 4a.
Wonder if coming down the hill in the rain's just as hard. Interesting. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I think that car hit the pedestrian then, and the pedestrian won because the car disappeared. Come on, tram. Let's go. Oh, it's making power. It's a good sign, but it's rolling backwards.
Wittelsbachstraße. Umsteigen zu 80a.
This could be another stop that's fun. My track IR cracked the SADs when Windows 11 22H2 came out. And it hasn't worked since, and it's been causing me all sorts of USB problems, so I've had to unplug it. I am hoping that a fix comes out for it. Get hop in, mate? No. Alright. Let's try and get moving. More sand. So I like the track IR. It's really handy if you're driving particularly steam engines in the simulators, because you can lean out and stick your head out the window to have a look at what's going on.
Prater Hauptallee. Wir sind am Ziel. Auf Wiedersehen.
I think that says we're approaching the end of the line. Bye. But it's not bye yet. But this is very much the end of the line for this run. Ooh, there's another tram just round the corner. It's a good thing I slowed down, isn't it? We made up 5 minutes in that section, even with the wheel slip. And just for the hell of it, do you want to see what happens when you run into another tram? I'll just gently bump this one. It's letting me drive through it. Normally it just says you've run into another tram. You know, I'm going to have to drive through all of them now. Oh, you can't. See, just make anything that collides, they disappear. One wins and the other one loses. We won't drive into this one. We'll just park behind this one. Open our doors to let these people off. And that will be the end of this run. So what we're going to do now is back to the menu. It does actually continue and keep going all the way around. Don't really care about my driver report. That's why my levels are awful. And yes, I know you can buy a new DLC. Isn't that handy? We're going to do timetable again. We're going to do, what did I say we're going to do? Route 71. And we're going to do the other tram. I like the S1 a bit more. So there's two trams in the game. The Flexity, which is the one we're in. And the E2, which is the older thing. St. Mark's. And we're starting at Bourse. That seems all right. That seems fine. Let's go for Foggy this time. And even though I don't like streaming games at night, this is in a city, so this should be okay. Let's give this a crack. It should be all right. Maybe a bit of autumn. Now, autumn would be slippery. There's a season called Christmas. What the? Alright, we're doing it. I need to see this. I wonder if it dresses the city up or something. I hadn't ever noticed that before. Sounds like the game's getting ready. Okay. Now, let's try and open doors. Did that open any of them? Alright, so that was the front. No, the doors are going to misbehave on this one today too. That's okay. Actually, no, they were ready to open because they had the lights on. Cabin lights. That's the wiper. Don't know what that does. Sounded impressive, whatever it was. I thought I was supposed to change some of these too, but clearly not. It doesn't matter. Alright, let's turn off our cabin light. No, not that one. This one.
Rathausplatz, Burgtheater.
Alright, let's pop out because I want to see if it opens all the doors. Yeah, it does, see? The same keys. And it works fine. What can you do? Our A light's on, so I'm just crawling it forward. There we go. I think we, from memory, turn right here. So we've got one trailer. I would have thought it would snow in Vienna at Christmas time, but I guess not. It looks like it has been, because there's stuff piled up on the gutter there.
In Richtung Dornbach.
So it looks quite pretty at night, doesn't it? It was worth taking the chance at streaming at night. Now we're going straight, so I don't actually think this light applies to us. I'll just stop here and see if my lights are on in the passenger cabin. I have to stop here anyway. Yes, they are. Now, did the doors open this time? Off we go!
Ring, Volkstheater. Umsteigen zu U3, 46, 49, 48a.
Hello, SRRB. Don't think that was a stop. Oh, there's what's different at Christmas time. Look, it's got trees. Well, now we know. That's quite cool. Let's have a look outside. It's like being in a department store. Come on, off you go. Oops. One more button to press. Now we can go. Hello, John Leadbitter. I am from Melbourne. Bottom right-hand corner. See you later, Brad. Thank you for joining in.
Umsteigen zu 57a.
Have got a red light. If anybody else turns up, I'll open the door for him. Can see him in the mirror up there. I've just realised I don't have to go outside. Waiting for our traffic light again. So we're about to get a change. Come on. There we go. Clearly the Austrians are very efficient at dealing with snow.
Oper, Karlusplatz. Umsteigen zu U1. U4. D. 2. 62.
Just going to slow down because I'm not sure which way we go here. Left. Okay. We're back at the hot dog stand again. At least you know these passengers won't be hungry. Won't be angry because they're hungry. G'day mate, how are you? Welcome aboard. And off we go. We're a little bit like the British John Leadbitter.
Resselgasse.
This one's green, so straight through. Oh, look at that, I'm already... How am I already 8.5 minutes late? How is that possible? Wonder if it's 0.5. 0.5? No, it's definitely 8.5, isn't it? Anybody getting in out there? Doesn't look like it. Away we go. Into the wilds of Austria. Very cool. Hey, I've just finished a real-life freight run. That should be pretty interesting. Green light, so we'll go straight through. What sort of freight do you carry, John? Or does it vary? Oh, I heard about that. I read about it somewhere. Someone pushed the button to get the front door open. We can't go at the moment, but we'll start creeping forwards. I see a DB and Freightliner. That's cool. Yeah, DB sort of spread out into the world, hasn't it? They haven't reached Australia yet. But I'm sure they'll do that at some point. I forgot to look at the points. I'm not sure if we're turning right or going straight now. Just won't speed up in case we're turning right, because I don't want to run over any pedestrians. No, we're going straight. It's all good.
Meierhofgasse.
We're going through it anyway. It wasn't going to stop for that one. The brakes are much better on the Bombardier Tram than this old Siemens Flexity. Siemens E2, sorry. Alright, wait for our lights to change. We should be turning right here. Yeah, come up a 60. I think Train Sim Classic's got a 60, but I don't think the TSW does. And you're getting a day off on Tuesday. Excellent. At least you have the nice moving office. It's one of the things I like about working on the Heritage Railway. I work a lot harder on that than I do in my real life job. But you're always on the go. And it's different every day. It's a nice sky, isn't it? Still getting in down the back there. Or maybe not. Maybe he's just walking alongside. Off we go. But not very far, because this light's red. Alright, enjoy your run tomorrow, John. I hope it's smooth for you and interesting. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along and chatting. It's always good to hear from people, so if you feel like having a chat, please go for it. More power.
Johannstraußgasse. Umsteigen zu 13a.
Excuse me. I don't think it's ever routed me this way before. Okay. What if we're going all the way around this square? Ooh, there's a bit of road rage going on there. One bloke dives in and cuts the other one off. So my doors are all closing. So it is interesting to me that the exact same keys that I was using that weren't working with the doors on the other tram are working fine on this one. Which does kind of suggest to me it probably is the game. Unless there's some switch in the other tram that I have to turn on.
Bitte seien Sie achtsam. Andere brauchen Ihren Sitzplatz vielleicht notwendiger.
That was easy for her to say. Just watching the mirrors. Anybody else getting in? Maybe not. Light's red. We'll just have to sit here for a bit. It's cold though. Shutting the door. Unless this bloke wants to get in, of course. Of course he does. In you get, mate. Come on, hurry up. obviously a wild night in Austria tonight. Look at all these people on the streets everywhere. It's like a constant party going on.
Kliebergasse. Umsteigen zu 18. In Richtung Schlachthausgasse.
We're about to have a drag race with a Tesla. Who do you think will win? Both electric. There's one sure way to beat a Tesla. Leave before the light goes green. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Waiting some more. Whoop, the lights are changing. I can see the pedestrian line flashing. Go! There you go. We beat the Tesla across the intersection. Hello, people. A few people down there don't seem to want to get in. That's all right. I think I just ran a red light, didn't I? Oh well. I was taking off going, why isn't he starting too?
Matzleinsdorfer Platz. Umsteigen zu 6. 18. In Richtung Burggasse. Stadthalle 62. In Richtung Leins 14a. Badener Bahn nach Baden.
Once again, that's really easy for her to say. To get in? No. It's not as though I can go anywhere. Maybe these people want to get in. Oh, there's that awkward shuffle dance again. And they walk directly into each other. Oh, of course. No, she want to get in. Shut the doors. And one turns up. Hello. Off we go.
Knöllgasse. Liebe Fahrgäste, dieser Zug verlässt hier die reguläre Strecke.
Oh, the cards even indicate. That's cool. You don't see that during the day. Perfect timing. Look at that. Let's cruise straight into the stop. Oop, wrong button. Away we go. You're not meant to go this fast, but, you know, the streets are empty. Why not? Better slow down in case we're turning up here and to run over these points. Can't go over points at high speed. So I've released the doors. Looks like some people do want to get on and off. Very good. Off we go into the depths of the night.
Neilreichgasse. Umsteigen zu 65a.
You're meant to turn on an indicator when you're turning, but I found that you can often turn it on and not be able to turn it off again for ages, so... Ages don't. It's a tight little curve, this one. For my money, this tram is much more fun to drive than the Flexity. We're going to be turning right here and heading back to the other part of the route that we were just on. Looks like we are empty. Oh, I see the pedestrian lights changing over there. So we should be able to go in a moment. Oh no, some different lights went green. Oops. Traffic light went green, the train light did not. Tram light, sorry. If you're wondering what I'm looking at the three little dots up here When it changes to anything other than 3 little dots, you can go. See some more flashing lights, so we should get a chance soon. The A light has come on, which suggests we're being warned we're about to get the green. There we go.
Sickertsburg-Gasse. Wir sind am Ziel. Bitte steigen Sie aus. Auf Wiedersehen.
It's the lovely lady saying we've reached the end of the line. You all have to get off. But we're not finishing here. We're going to continue around the circuit. There's a few people getting in. And I'm now at Kind Fart. That's good. Good to know I'm at a Kind Fart. We're turning left here. Just got to keep the speed down. So the last carriage is round the corner now.
Bahnhof Favoriten.
While you're walking, catch the tram. I wasn't actually supposed to leave there for a while, but I couldn't imagine you wanted to sit here watching me do nothing for 10 minutes, so we're going. Don't want to get in? Maybe you did get in. I don't know. You disappeared. I don't see them inside, though. So maybe they just vanished. Off we go. Back into downtown Austria. That guy was a bit of a worry. I thought he was going to pull out in front of me. Pick up this happy person here. Not sure if that person's coming up here to get in or what. No, just walking past. Getting back into the centre of town now. In they all get. Hello, Northern Illinois train spotting. Red light. Your internet might not be good right now because you're in the car with your dad. Fair enough. Why are those letters backwards? Why are they in English too? Even weirder. We still can't go. We need a straighter headlight here. I'm running out of tea. Whoop. Premature jump. There we go. Green light. Next one's green too. Goodo. It's kind of your dad to take you rail fanning. Make sure you thank him. Glad you like your new camera. Let's get out of here before this light changes. Come on, let's go. Oops. Let's go. Yay! It's yellow. That one was my own fault. Back in the center of downtown now. Our next light through the next intersection's red, so there's no point racing down there. I do remember when I was taken out for a experience run out of Camberwell Tram Depot. And as I was approaching an intersection, I was only doing about 16 or 17 kilometres an hour, and the hand onto the shoulder goes, "Gunk, get your tram under control, sunshine. You are completely out of control." And I'm thinking, oh, I'm not. What he really meant was, when I chatted with him later, is that I was not actively braking as I approached the red light. I was just coasting, and he didn't like that. But he could have just said that. Ah, another red light. You'd think in the middle of the night they just make all the lights green and people deal with it themselves. There's something sticky on my jumper. I think I might have spilled the honey off my toast on myself when I had breakfast. Yuck. Sticky fingers. Yuck. I don't have anything to wipe them with here either. Yes, I do. I shall dampen from my drink bottle this tissue. See, I can drive and clean honey off my fingers at the same time. It's all good. No problem, officer. Oi. Don't cut off a tram, mate. It'll hurt. Look, Ma, no hands. Get on in. In you get. In you get. Have fun. Greetings. Welcome. Welcome. Merry Christmas, apparently. Traffic lights. I like traffic lights. No, I don't. I think we're going straight here, so this should be okay. I had the green light, you lot. They can wait now. So can you lot. Get out of the way. It's funny how they react to the bell and they stop. I like that. Tram light's gone green. See you later. Have fun. That is the face of Jeffrey Dahmer. Without the glasses. Just saying. Ooh, did I close the door in someone's face? I think I did. Never mind. I'll leave the doors unlocked in case someone wants to get in while we're waiting for the lights. Too late, sunshine. Hello, climb in. None for you. Was very lively before Northern Illinois. But yes, chat gets quiet sometimes, no biggie. Not everybody likes to chat. And that is absolutely fine. I onboarded a new person at work on Friday, and he had a cold. And it's like, why did you even come in here? Why didn't you just tell us you had a cold? Now I've got one. At least I hope it's a cold. I suppose I should do a test, make sure. It's good to have mirrors in the game. Away we go. Next stop, please. I've been doing well on punctuality scoring, but I'm catching up with another tram, so that's not going to last much longer, I don't think. We have a request for this stop. People piling in all up and down the service. In you get. Go on, plenty of room. Plenty of room. In you get. Take your time. No problems at all. Go as slow as you want, mate. It's all good. Come on, change. Sounds like we're through all those points now. Passing the Christmas display again. And I'm supposed to stop here. Just made it. Looks pretty cool. You getting in? No? Good-o. Waiting for the lights as usual. Off we go. Through the rainbow-coloured pedestrian crossing. Excuse me. I have noticed the game's been running a couple of hours. It's starting to get quite laggy. Maybe I should have restarted it between the two runs. I was naughty then. I braked so hard it went into emergency. And in fact, I think I've knocked the power out. No. I have somehow managed to turn off the lights inside though, I think. I have. How did I do that? No, that's wipers. What's that one? How do I turn the lights back on? No. I don't know. Oh well. As long as the tram still works. Did I open the doors for this stop? I didn't. Sorry folks, it's a bit dark in there. If I knew how to fix it, I would. Waiting for that last door to close. There we go. What's that switch do? Oh, that one. Ooh, we got lights again now. We do. I think. Not sure if we've got lights or if it's just lit up from the street lights. Waiting, waiting. Bit more waiting. More waiting. Off we go. funny, I can press the button too. All done up the back there. Can't go yet anyway, red light. So how are you folks enjoying Austria so far? Go on, you going to change or not? Yes, you are. Off we go to the left. Any cars coming? Wouldn't matter if there was, really. Yeah, the whole unit's around now. How well's it going to fit past the parked cars? Ooh, it's going to be close. That Audi has DTG car disease. It's sinking into the ground. What about when we swing around here? They're going to just miss. It's all right. It's all good. Nothing to see here. Move along. I knocked out the lights again. I have. Oops. That was red. Had my head down fiddling with the lights and look up and go, oh, red light. Oh well. Straight through it. No, we're in the dark again. No, no. Maybe it's that one. No, it says sand, so it must be this one. How do I keep turning the lights on and off? I'm sure it's this switch. Oh, well. Just stay in the dark, folks. You'll be right. Don't worry about it, matey. It's all good. I don't think I've got any headlights either, do I? Do I have headlights? No, my headlights are on. It's all good. There you go. They're on again now. I have a request for the next stop. It's just up here somewhere. Have got the go-ahead to go left here, which we are. So you're travelling down I-88 at 90 miles an hour. Is that even legal? Coming up to a stopping point here on our way to Kind Fart. It's amazing how long you stay level 1. Come on, let's get that last door shut. There's someone standing in it. Don't make me come down there. Alright. Off we go. Let's wait for the back of the tram to come around that corner. Oh, I'm being followed. Lights are going green, so we can speed up. Back at the noisy gardens on the other side of the road now. Morning, in you get. Over the rainbow crossing again. Depends which part of California you're in, Northern Illinois train spotting. In NorCal, my experience suggests you can drive as long as you're being relatively safe about it. No one really cares if you drive a bit over the limit on the freeways. On the surface streets, it's a different story. You behave yourself on the surface streets. In Southern California, if you go the slightest bit over the speed limit anywhere, they will book you. Been there, done that. When I worked in America, one of my Australian crew leaders called me up one night in the middle of the night, and he goes, "I'm doing 90 mile an hour over the Bay Bridge, and I've got 6 cop cars chasing me. What should I do?" And I go, up to you. Keep going. Stop. Whatever. Hopefully they won't shoot you. Oops. Request for the next stop. Slow down for the points here. We are going left. Very tight corner. And back at the hot dog stand once again. Hello, hot dog stand. Seems like we've been here a lot tonight. I know we haven't really, but maybe there's more than one of them. But they do look the same. No one getting into my tram. Dunk. Off we go. More red lights, yay! Just what we always wanted. Waiting, waiting. Here we go. Back at the Tram Sim advertising stop. No one seems to want to get in. That's okay. They probably want the tram behind me, which is the other route. Central downtown. Sounds like all the doors are shut, but leave them unlocked for the moment. Since we can't go anywhere anyway. Waiting for the lights. Now, are we turning right or going straight? Feels like straight. Good. Sometimes on this route it turns right there and sometimes it goes straight. Lights are changing. This time we're going to go right through this intersection. We went straight last time we came through here. In they all hop. More traffic lights. Here we go. Into the wild, wild west of Austria. A sneaky red light between mates. Waiting, 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 waiting some more. Why are we waiting? And yes, I did almost run through it. Almost. Not quite. Can we go, traffic light? What are we waiting for? There's no one coming. Waiting. Waiting some more. There we go. Doors opened. They're all going to want to get in, aren't they? Maybe. Yep. Hello. In you get. Don't have too much fun now. In the daytime, there's a whole lot more traffic, which gives it a little more visual interest while you're sitting at intersections waiting. It's almost our turn, I think. Yep. Back out into the wild, wild west. It's a good thing my name's not Pickle. You know what we haven't been doing? We haven't been doing the quiz. We should have been doing the quiz. Let's have a look.
Shall we play a game?
Play for the quiz, but basically it's a picture quiz. Each time I come back here, we remove a clue. You're not missing anything on the game. It's sitting at a red light. It's very exciting. There we go. We'll reveal a few clues since we are still waiting at a red light. You need to guess the route and the train. There you go. That'll do for now. We're about to move. Well, I would if the doors would shut. Oh yeah, that one. Off we go. So you need to guess the route and the train. And I think... I was about to say I've got a TSW3 key to give away. Now I do, but I can't remember which one I gave away last time. So I'll have to do a little bit of a reconciliation. Because I'm not sure if it's a Steam key or an EU PlayStation key that I've got. I'll have to have a look. I won't be able to do that while I'm streaming. So I'll give, whatever it is, I'll give it away next week. But every time we stop at a red light from now on, I will pop up the quiz. People welcome to guess. It comes into the leaderboard. Wow. Popular spot. A lot of people get off here. Off we go. We're supposed to turn right here, I think. So while we wait, let's go into the quiz.
Shall we play a game?
Chuck out a couple more clues. See if anybody wants to guess. If no one wants to guess, I'll just leave it till next week. Whoop. It's time to go live. And we are turning right. Sure, we've been through here before. That's Life of a Tram. Imagine getting through this when it was busy. We'll be turning right here, but we have to wait a little while. Does anybody actually want to play the quiz? I'll pop it up again while we're waiting.
Shall we play a game?
Only got 4 people watching now, so you've got a pretty good chance of winning this. Train and route, or locomotive and route, in fact. Still not quite time to go in the game yet, so we'll let another one through. Oh, getting the thing to go ahead in the game, so let's do that. Here we go. The train, I think you'll find, is quite easy once you see it. The route might be a little less so. Lights are changing, so let's get out of here before they do. This will be our last circuit when we get back to the point of origin. I'll finish the stream for the day. Next week we'll be doing some Huddersfield on Train Sim Classic. And the week after that we will be driving some Flying Scotsman rail tours on Train Sim Classic. And don't forget, there's, if you're into Train Sim World, next week I think is Roadmap Week. So tune in for that one. As usual, I will put my interpretation on it and see where we go from there. Red light. Let's finish.
Shall we play a game?
If anybody wants to play. Only a couple of people left. Who knows? So it's clearly a steam train. We're waiting for the red light here. Can you guess yet? Anybody gonna guess? Doesn't look like it. Wow, and you gotta get it now. Ooh, did I not close the doors? That's clever. I wonder how fast these can go. Well, we find out. 50. 60. Gotta stop. Red light. Anyone care to guess? No? Ah, the tea bringer has brought tea. Thank you, tea bringer. Looks like nobody actually wants to guess. That's okay. Pretty close to our final stop for tonight. Or this morning in my case. Tonight and a lot of the people who watch case. Off we go. Ah, well done, Barthez the man. It is indeed Flying Scotsman. Happy 100th birthday to the old girl. But do you know what route it is? It's a little bit harder. It's not a route that you would ever find Flying Scotsman on, I don't think. Mainly because it would be a little bit hard to get it there. I have streamed it recently. Lights are changing, but we're going anyway. Because we can. It is super bright reflections off those panels. Well, I'll tell you the route is definitely in the UK. And I'll let you know there's two parts to the route. It recently got some new trains. Both in reality and in the game. No, the route is in the UK. It's a UK route, definitely. It's had new trains recently, both in-game and in life. I've streamed it recently. The route isn't connected to the rest of the UK network. It's an unusual route in that it's both a commuter route and a preserved railway. It's one of the few that is both at the same time. We're almost back at the big Christmas display, and that's where we'll finish today's run. It is an island route. Let's see if we get attacked by cars again through here this time. Oh, it's an Isle of, yes. But which one? That's it. Well done, Barthez the man. Well done to you. Oops, what did I open the doors for? Alright, close up. Close. That was me. I pressed the button. Right. Oh, lights red again. Can't go now. What a wally. Life. There's 3 more parts to today's quiz, but we're going to get to the end before I run it, so I'll hold it over to next week. But Barthez the man is the winner for this week's component. If you pop back next week and have a crack at the other 2 parts of it, we can go from there. Come on, come on. There we go. Just noticed. Where is it? This building on the corner over here is a McDonald's. It's probably one of the most impressive McDonald's ever. Just gotta wait for our left-hand light to come on. Points are set for left, so that's a good start. I think we might just sneak out with these cars. What do you reckon? Hopefully there's no trams coming. Doesn't look like it. So we just sneak our way through the intersection. Hello, David Park. Welcome. You've arrived right near the end. Red lights, red lights, red lights. Green. Oddly enough, I have actually been trained, David Buck. I've never done it as a job. But I've had tramways involvement in a job. In you get, people. And if I don't get back to that central spot soon, I'll have to call it quits early because I need to have a whiz. Was that too much information? Possibly. Come on, traffic lights. Let's go. Oh, I do find them interesting, David. But I've just had fortune both through jobs that have been associated with transit in one way or another, and through other associations, to have opportunities to play. A little bit quick for that corner. It was probably a bit uncomfortable for the passengers, but that's okay. I would have just lost some points. And I have to say, this game takes a long time to level up. Just look at this, level 1. I've put hours into this game. In you get, people. Hurry up. Let's go before the lights change. Because they're starting to flash. Oh, for Train Sim World 3. Another decorated building up there. Well, I was just saying before, I think I've actually got a key left in my giveaway stash, but I'm not sure if it's for Steam or an EU PlayStation, so I can't give it away until I figure that out, because I wouldn't want to give it away to someone who can't play it. EU PlayStation works anywhere except the US, I believe. That front door open? No, good. Alright. Nearly at the end of the run. Because we'll be stopping up here at the town hall. And of course we've had a request stop before the last one. That's okay. Light's red anyway. No, they don't want to get in. Someone wanted to get off, I guess. Yeah, there they go. So thank you very much to the people who joined the channel today. Really appreciate that. It's only a few dollars to join if you're interested, and it basically helps me pay for my ridiculous internet costs to be able to stream this without killing the family's internet experience at the same time. And this brings us to our last stop for the night. Let's get the doors open. And sorry to love you and leave you, but I need to go for a whiz, so I'm going to do that right away. So thank you very much for watching, thank you very much for joining in and the chat, and thank you for those people who joined the channel. See you later. Thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. I always like to get your feedback in the form of likes and comments, because they help me understand what you want. Give the channel a subscribe, and click on the tinkly things so you don't miss out on any new stuff. And thanks for your ongoing support. And please, be safe out there.